Alright, here we have the cycle. Frontier. Who makes it? It's these guys. These guys right here. Jaeger. They also produced it. They're pretty cool. Anyhow, this game was pretty fun. As most of the games I do a review on, I usually don't bother to do a review if I can't say anything nice about it, so I did have fun. There is some small issues with the game that I don't really care for, but we'll get to that. Let's start with just getting around. As you can see, I had to kind of look around and see what to do. I had already done the very beginning of this. I just wanted to, check the game out and see how things go. You can play with this little robot here. He changes his dances. Anyhow, you'll end up talking to the guy that's at the bar there, you see, and he tells you how to get started, and then he introduces you to the 3 diamonds that you see on the screen. I'm eventually gonna go take a look at those, but I got distracted really easily in this world. Well, the art style is not exactly my very first choice. I don't mind it. I actually like it, but at the same time, there is other versions of similar art that I like better. But it was good enough, and it's not like it's all really choppy looking, and it moves real nice. It's not like there's a real story behind this. It is another one of those heavily multiplayer driven games. You're gonna be fighting a lot of people, teaming up with people if you want to. Also, you can start out already teamed up a little bit. I have yet to do that or play this with anyone to see what that's like, so I can't really get into that at all. But let's go ahead and pop off into the world, and I'll show you kind of what I was doing. I went around to all 3 of these guys, and I gathered the missions or the jobs that they start out with, and it's like a quest chain kinda. What you end up finding out is they each have their own gear that you can work towards, and some of them have particularly good things to work towards. Also, the coins they give you that are faction specific can be used for upgrading your other stuff. And some of the stuff that you get that you use for specific coins are going to be pretty good, like upgrading how much loot you can put in a safe spot, so you don't lose it when you die. And after getting geared up, and then no, not this gear. Yeah, right. I spent money on this right away. The other gear that's behind you when you're over here. Yeah, the gear to the left. I went ahead and talked to the barkeep again just so I could find out that he was about to just give me a whole bunch of prizes. God damn it. Anyhow. Not that mattered anyway, because even having all this gear, I was about to find out just how brutal this world is actually going to be. It can be pretty brutal when you add players into the mix. As I partially shit myself on the way down to the ground, falling into the waterfalls area, apparently it's low risk. But as soon as you move into anything that's looks like it used to be inhabited by people, it becomes moderate risk, maybe even higher. But we had to find out, so we were going to go ahead and start looking around. Now, one thing I'll say about this game's gameplay is what you generally are in this game is a scavenger. They call you a prospector, and they tell you that you're going to be doing some mining. But I'm going to tell you that what it seems like you do more of is kill monsters and find stuff that was left behind that can be used for other purposes, like upgrading your stuff and selling. But of course, one of the very first things they have you do is use this scanner, find a rock, hit it with your pickaxe, and gather a couple of minerals of nickel and some other type of nickel that I don't really know what it's supposed to be, but it's worth a little bit more. And after all that, I was finally able to grab the goods. And the whole thing crumbled, letting me know there was nothing left. So then now I figured it's time to figure out how to get the hell out of here. So I had to move to one of the two evac locations in hope somebody else wasn't going to pay attention and try and kill me. I made my way to the evac location that was closer to me without crushing my head under a rock. Called the evac in and waited patiently. Evac shows up. I hop on board, and just as just as I'm thinking I'm good to go, but it didn't matter because I made it anyway. And as I go ahead and bask in the glory of successfully making it back home alive with everything that I came with and got while I was out, I go ahead and try the process of figuring out what to do next. How to sell everything I have and move along into the progression of the game. And then after I made that progression, this is when I truly found out how brutal this game can get. But of course, after a couple of problems, you end up learning some lessons and you figure out how to do things a little bit smarter. And obviously, you're going to lose some battles, but you're eventually going to win some too. And of course I didn't just cut it there, you know, I've played the game quite a bit after all this, and I lost everything. Damn near almost everything. And even though I've lost so much in this game, I've been doing well enough that I still enjoy it. So that just goes to show just how much fun it is to salvage. And of course we gotta talk about the parts that I didn't really care for. And that is, well, first off, I would like to say it doesn't seem like it's pay to win at all. There are guns that pop up that you can get in the Battle Pass, the Fortuna Pass here, as they call it. And there are the loot crates, but they come up under the free categories. The only things that come up under the locked stuff are basically the cosmetic things. So, I mean, it's not really pay to win, but there is kind of a whole lot of this whole, like, the Battle Pass aspect. They have these kind of loot crates that don't really cost anything, so I can't really call them, like, the gambling loot crates. They do have the daily actions things, which can help kind of speed some of that stuff up if you're actually going to go down that path. But then there is this. And I never really care for this sort of stuff. You unlock characters and all that fun stuff through the welcome packs and Aurum offer. Well, the Aurum offers are basically just buying money, which I never agree with. Well, I hope you all enjoyed and found this to be useful. Or just entertaining for that matter. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and come back for more. Always willing to do more videos in the future. Just let me know how things are going. If you like a series on how it's going, tell me. If you don't like it, tell me. If you want to see more of this game, you'll be in luck because I do plan on doing more of this game on the channel. Anyhow, bye.